It is buffering, maybe. I don't know. And I think we're rocking and rolling. It's doing that circle thing again. So I was warming up. It's interesting when you do the live, your camera movements are opposite. So if I want to fix this side of my shirt, I got to do okay. Anywho, decided to do another live today for two reasons. Did one yesterday. It was fun. Always working it out and getting in front of the camera with no audience is also fun. Nerve-wracking, but it's a new yoga pose. And I don't do yoga, so I'm making an assumption here. It's uncomfortable, but you start to do it and you start to understand it, and then it becomes easier, and then it becomes enjoyable, and then powerful, and then transcendent. Does that make sense to anybody that likes to do the yoga out there? I feel like that might be close to the mark. More. Secondly, because aside from the fun factor, and well, maybe thirdly then, and then working things out, would be the promotion of Sunday's event, the 2020 John with a J-a-thon. Couldn't think of a better name, and it just was fun to type, and it looked kind of neat. But yeah. That epic 3-hour event. Did a 1-hour teaser for it yesterday. Might do the same today, depending on how many people jump on, and if we have a little hangout sesh going on with comments in the sidebar, what have you. That's going to be Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time till 9 p.m. And I won't have time tomorrow to jump online at all to do any live promotions of that. But what essentially is it set up for is to talk about the journey to funny so far and how I went from 0 videos to 13. That wasn't a race or anything, but it was just, I was inspired, and it was a snowball effect, and I wanted to do more and more. And then I slowed myself down and said, hey, write some stuff, work on some things. And the other aspect of me was like, no, just put stuff out there. You can work on stuff later. Just keep feeding this flame that wants to burn. And so that's what I keep doing. And these live things, there's part of me that's like, no, don't do it. Live in 3, 2, 1, here we are. Just jumped on Instagram, and because I've never gone live there. And what I really thought was cool that I've seen some other comics and just people in general do. Nako did it with Teal recently, and that was neat. I had no idea that function was available. So you can pull someone into the conversation. I don't think we can do that on Facebook yet. I think it's coming soon. If someone knows otherwise, please let me know, because that would be awesome. That needs to happen. I don't want to set up a Zoom session for every time I want to hang out with people. You have a Facebook community of 1, 2, 300 or 1, 2, 3,000 people, whatever the case may be for you. It's neat to just throw a line out there and say, who wants to hang out? And then be able to see that person versus just their texting. The texting's wonderful, but what a awesome new element to bring people into the conversation. Even if you can't bring everyone in, one at a time is cool. And I've seen Preacher Lawson, local Orlando comedian, recently bring some people on. He was playing games with them, and that looked super fun. So I jumped on Instagram today to see how that works and if I could work it. And I think you have to do it from your phone. I don't know if you can do the live thing from your laptop, at least not mine, or I'm not doing it right. I think the functionality on your phone for Instagram is thanks, Tom. I think the functionality on your phone, it's more layered and built for Instagram than is the laptop. If you know otherwise, let me know. Speaking of, if you know otherwise, let me know. So another reason to jump on and do live today was another just quick update. I got super excited because as the journey opens up and as I allow myself to just let whatever come, the opportunity to, let's say, go on and a voice audition presented itself. Finding out a little more about platforms where you can apply to read, be a narrator for ebooks, stuff like that. One of the websites is Audible. There was another one called ACX, and now I'm starting to think that they work together. Anyway, that whole speech about you can't trust everything you read on the internet, clearly. I Googled, how do I audition for Audible? Pops up right away. Email this address right here. Include this. Do boom, 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 boom. Great. I'm not a great researcher. I need to be a better researcher. Because right before my Instagram live, I am feeling so fired up about this whole day today. I took the time to, Tom, I'm going to get to you in a second because I know you always have really good advice, information, etc., especially in the world of tech, which I am allergic to. We don't dance very well. I'm working on that, though. So I learned how to convert an MP4 to an MP3. I learned how to use this laptop that was gifted to me by my brother in more depth by removing his account and adding mine and playing that game. I did get him on the phone for a little help, but there was too much to dig into for him to be able to do it over the phone and not be annoying for him or I. So I was like, look, man, I'll figure it out. And I just uncomfortably dove into a sea of technology and was able to wiggle into making it work. Downloaded an app, changed the MP4 file to an MP3, crafted a great email for Audible. Not too long, not too short, which is a challenge for me. Some links in there. Here's a link to my comedy page. Here's a link to my LinkedIn. Tight and right. I love this. I also love that. Here's who I am, what I am. What do you guys think? Bang. I read, so you're only 2 minutes audio file. I said thank you in the beginning. I also like to do cartoon character voices, impersonations, accents. But today I'll be reading from a book that my daughter and I wrote together. And I read a few pages, and then I jumped to the end. I said, and now I'll jump to the end. Some crazy voice, and I read the end. And I think at that point I had momentum going on. I did this maybe like 10 times. The 10th time I felt good enough could it have been better? Absolutely. Phil level 10 tech support wizard. Yeah, that's a whole nother party right there, Tom. You might know a little bit of what that is. If you don't, you should spend more time there because he is a wizard. Multiple proportions, disciplines, et cetera. So, yeah, man. And I finally sent off the email where you like type a send, you sit back. It was a good send. And right before I jumped on the Instagram live, I got my first rejection, auditioning rejection. So I got that out of the way. And it came in the form of, it wasn't too harsh. It was a little pop-up on my laptop that said, this email is undeliverable. So I was like, start all over again. But it was an effort, and I put myself through the process, and that felt great. And I have an email ready in the queue when I get the right address or the right way to do it. And it could be that at one time that did work because the information wasn't dated. And again, I should have done better research. However, it could be now to where they've matriculated to a state of now you need to submit it through this website because we're working together in partnership, which might be the ACX. So if anyone knows anything about Audible, ACX, or voice work or auditioning, anything like that, please let me know. So let's go over to Tom here. Tom, you might need some ointment for that fiery burn. Dude, you're not far off the mark because of the last 2 live broadcasts. For some reason, that word fire and flames is just usually quite the wordsmith, but it just keeps creeping in to the forefront of the delivery bank here. And I'm just going with it. It's also probably a comfort word for me as I sort through shutting the filter off and just flowing from the heart, man. I talked about that yesterday briefly. I talked with a fellow comedian yesterday and today about that again, that whole where we're at today versus 7 years ago. He's a great comic in Orlando and has moved out of the state for now and is doing other things for now. But he's a great friend and a great comedian, and we share some great wisdom back and forth with each other. And man, just to get to that sweet spot of not offending, someone's always going to get offended. Whatever, that pasture, that meadow of, all right, this is my channel, not my channel, like I could say whatever I want, but this is my groove that feels good for me, with the content I'm putting out there without censoring myself, but it's still there. I catch in every bit, can I say that word? Yeah, I think that word's fine. I don't know. Is it? And that all happens as the sentences are coming out. So I can't wait for that to just shut off. And I think that's just going to come with repetition and time, and maybe some fellow comedians putting their, arm on my shoulder or having me lean in a little closer and be like, dude, say what you got to say. And eventually I'll accept the permission and grant it to myself, but I'm not worried about, my material being offensive. It's just, there's so much that's just so sensitive right now. And those aren't really even the topics that I want to explore, but I even caught myself in a thing yesterday where I just want to come up with two names for an example. And I came up with Bob and Joe, right? But the first name that came up, I was like, do I want to say that name? Because I know someone by that name that might think that I'm, and it's that whole moment. And do I want to make Joe the guy that can only afford $1 and Bob the guy that can afford 100? Because I know a Joe, and it's that whole moment of, oh, stop it. That's too far. It's too much. But like I said, I'm going to be able to work that out eventually. It's not a big concern, but it hurts in the process of delivery. What you got over there, Tom? Any friend of mine who does those audiobook narrations might be able to help. Shavers up in Anchorage might be able to point you in the right direction. Cool, man. Whatever info you can get my way, or link us up, or whatever, Tom, makes sense. Thank you. Appreciate that. For sure. So, like even that, like, can I say faux show? Can I say that, Tom? Can I say faux show? Can I say, do I have to say for sure? What's okay? When I love accents. Can I use accents? Is there a right and a wrong time for accents? Look, I just don't know. My world has always been out there. It hasn't been in here. And although many even say, well, you're always on Facebook, you're always online, but that's not how come on. We all know it's different here. Not that we're different or I behave or type my messages differently. But when you type a message, you have time to craft that message versus just being out in public at a grocery store, talking to a cashier. You don't go, hey, well, I was wondering today. Backspace. I was thinking today. Hold on. How are you? We don't do that. We just, whatever comes out, you got to live with. So nothing and everything is okay. Great. And that's what most comics would tell me. But it also seems like this really weird, permission set. When you say I'm a comedian, you get on that stage, you're like, you have the power to say and do whatever you want. It's the way Dave Chappelle handles it, and he's had a pretty successful life. I don't want to be Dave Chappelle. I'm not taking anything away from his brilliance or anything. But I don't know, man. Hey, Anna, say what you want. You will always have people who will get offended by what you say and how you say it. Ain't that the truth? And I think I just got to get over that. It's just a lot to get over. Because I didn't want to get in. And I think, here's what I think part of the challenge is. When I make the videos, I don't know who my audience is. Historically, in the past, when I'm at a party or with family, or even if it's an open mic, I can read the audience. I know my people and facial expressions, body language, whatever. And I know where to take a story. I know what language makes sense and what. It just sounds so calculatory, though. Don't know. But when it's just the screen, it's just me and the white light up here. Here it is, up here, the white light. There's the white light. Blind yourself to make eye contact with the audience out there. Ugh. Tape that thing up, but I don't know if taping it, I don't know. Figure it out. Get different equipment, better equipment eventually. That'll be fun. And all that can be handled through Patreon. That's right. For only $1 a month, that's $1 a month, you can be a supporter of not just me, but a host of many creators out there, friends, family, new people that you've never discovered. And yeah. But yeah, it's God, what a struggle. And that's part of the allure of this all, is figuring that out and stumbling through it now. And in the videos, I can see it, I can hear it. God, I can feel it. I look forward to the time where it's just flowing. Because it does. Tom, if I'm sitting with you and Anna right now, and it's just the three of us hanging out, we're going to laugh. I'm going to tell stories. You're going to tell, we're going to laugh. It's going to be easy. It's going to be so easy. This is difficult, at least for me, for now. I look forward to coming back a year from now, 2 years, 6 months, 3 days, and letting you all know that the key has been turned and I found that groove. What does Tom have to say? Dun, 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 dun. Oh, there's more. Definitely utilize the Italian New Yorker accent we were all born with. Maybe instead of saying Joe, use an obviously fake name like Joey Bag of Donuts. Yeah, because that's funny. You're right. It's funny you say Joey Bag of Donuts, because I wrote a short story back in college, and his name was Joey Rigatoni. And so, but is that offensive? Am I going to piss off the wrong Italian family and be a hunted man? I fudge sickles, crab crackers. Anna says, you care too much of what people think or say. You are absolutely right. And that's part of that key in saying I'm in the groove. Pa, 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 pa. I'm going to say some stuff. I'm not here to hurt anyone, offend anyone. It's just coming out. And maybe I figure it out right here, thanks to Anna and Tom. And another reason, I think we're up to 4 of the 5th reason why to do the live, is for this gold right here. I care too much what people say, says Anna. If they don't like it, they don't have to listen. It's really simple. Be yourself. That's the best you can be. Let's go heart that real quick. Not that I love what you're saying, Tom, but I'm just going to take a second. Thank you, Anna. And let the accent shine with the bag of donuts. Joey Bag of Donuts. So many ways you can do the Italian voice, right? And that's one I can do because I'm an Italian, right? Oh, my gosh, you're right. Joey Bag of Donuts. That sounded more like Jersey than New York, didn't it? I don't know. Do I have to work on my Italian accent? It's been so long since I let it can settle in there, right? Ah, man. Madonna mia. Some people will dislike you no matter how hard you try. I'm sure they already do, Anna. You're right. But other people will love you no matter what. And that is true as well. I've gotten far much more support and respect than I have hate or, what else comes on the other side of the equation. You're right. Thank you. Look up Vic Dembony. Okay. All right. Forget about it. I will look up Vic. Became a big-time comedian. Think Italian Carlin from... Okay. You'll always offend someone. Always. Fine, Anna. I get it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking. Please, don't leave. Yes. Thank you for driving that point home. I am always going to offend someone. Yeah, I keep hearing that in interviews because I've been doing a lot of research, comedians, and watching a lot, absorbing. I did a lot when I was younger, and then kind of took off on other paths of responsibility and focus. So, but the more and more that I watch as of lately, and it's not just the new comics, but the old comics, and not just new interviews, but old interviews as well, that is a common thread and theme that is visited, especially when comedians interview comedians, or they have shows like Seinfeld's Coffee, Cars, and Comedians, whatever it's called. I spent a lot of time watching that just to hear from, little snippets from all those greats of, what it took for them to get where they are, and what they love the most and loathe the most, and all that. Today's tea is brought to you by Snoopy. Adjust to extend the pinkies. So much better when the fingers do the flying. Chaga today. Talked about that yesterday. For those of you in the unaware, chaga is a magical, without the psychoactive properties, mushroom that grows on birch trees. This hails from the northern lands of Canada. My bro and I scored on a trip up there to see the Northern Lights. And it's just great medicine, anti-inflam, and all sorts of. Google it, look it up. Good stuff. She is 200. Yeah, Anna for the win today. Tom, you're neck and neck, but right now I feel like she's got the gold medal. You are in pure contention for the silver, but she is 200% right. If that 200% is possible, she wins the gold so far. Thank you, Anna, for all your input. I think Carlin, what do you think is his best act? What do I think is his best act? Then ask who could have, yeah, right. It's true. And those guys found that switch, man. They're like, don't care. But Anna's right. I'm over here in this corner. I do care. Don't care. Maybe there's a happy in the middle. I don't want to not care. This could be my biggest struggle in this climb to the journey to funny, and capturing any success or visibility or fandom, whatever. But it's a workout. It's a struggle I'm willing to invest in, because I think, it's there. I know it's there, and what is it? Is it fear? You've seen the nights on mushrooms? No, but wow. Next trip, Anna, next trip. However, cannabis is legal in the mighty country of Canada, and I will say that it's possible that that medicine was coursing through my system at the time, and what a connection that made, or could have made, possibly, indeed, at the time. The conditions all week were not indicative of seeing any lights. We were not there during the season. All the locals thought we were adorable, and the Floridians, they're like, you're clearly visiting from somewhere. Where are you guys from? Oh, we're from Florida. And they're like, whoa, what are you guys doing here? Like, do you have business here? What's going on? Oh, we're here to see the lights. And they're like, oh, sweetheart, this is not the time to come. And it was storming. So, clouds everywhere. But we power, brothers unite, manifestation, boom. We parted the skies, man. Care Bears stared into it, and we're like, and I did not steal that from Dave. I've watched the Care Bears before you did, Dave. I don't know, but I recently saw Dave, so maybe the Care Bear stare came from Dave. Dave, props to you. Not trying to steal your material. And this isn't really material. This is just a live broadcast. I love you, Dave. But the skies opened up, and he was drinking really, really, really good whiskey. That's his thing. I don't drink anymore. And I was doing my thing, and my gosh, man. We were the only fools out there, and it was like negative 250 degrees with a wind chill of negative 3,000, whipping off this lake. The roads were all icy, and we're sliding all over the place just to get into this way out of the city, and but beautiful during the day park, scary as shit at night park. I'm like, those locals that kept asking us where we're from, they're coming out here to get us, man. They're like, those Floridians, they're going to be out there tonight. Let's go get them. And I don't know. It's just, see, that's mean to say about Canadians. Why would they be after us Floridians? And they don't talk like I just said. Damn it. I already did it. Nice haircut. Thanks, Marta. I did it myself. And Akiho hates it. In fact, when I walked in the room, she like almost fell over, like, and then she started laughing. I'm like, what's so funny? And she's like, I can't. And it was a little, to her defense, it was even sharper. Like it was like long and bald. So there was a very definitive line, more so than you could see now. And so thank you, though, for the compliment. And I told her, I said, I know. It's bad, but it will grow. It'll grow in. I don't know how to fade or anything like that. I just buzzed. Deal with it. Put a hat on. After a few days and the salt and pepper starts coming in as it has, whatever. Haven't paid for a haircut and I usually shave it all off, but I'm like, no, I want to keep it this time. But it's here. Yeah, Florida man in Canada. We really were. But in order to have okay, whoa, I'm missing stuff. Okay, so back to the mushrooms. Yeah. Maybe a little microdosing next time. That would be awesome. And that switch changes with time and society. I don't want to wait for time or society, though, man, the switch. I don't. I know it's the PC culture is the thing now, and since that I don't want to wait for that because there's so much to be said, and I have so much to share, and I just want to express and be and funny and make people laugh. But like Anna said, someone's always going to be offended, so fuck it. The art is finding that switch. Yes, I'm going to find the switch sooner than later. That is my dedication to you, me, and everyone, fam. Hopefully legal in the States soon. I've got stock in pot and solar power. Both should take off. But Blue Wave rides into town for 2020. That is bro, I need a translator for what you just said there. Hopefully legal in the States soon. Okay. I think I got it. In order to have fans, you have to be your own biggest fan. Man, poetry snaps for Anna today. It's true, and I'm working on it. That's reason number 6 or 7. I don't know what we're up to for being on the live is to do that. I do this so that I could watch it back and become my own biggest fan, be less critical, and I'm doing that. After yesterday's, I watched the whole hour that I did yesterday. After I was done, I watched it back. And I smiled a few times, and I'm like, dude, you're doing the damn thing. You're putting yourself out there. That's uncomfortable for you. It's, but if you're going to get to that coveted switch, man, that golden lever of, you've got to do these things. You're going to do a free concert for 10,000 patrons, then you better find that groove, dude. And how are you going to do that? By just sitting in your house and making videos. You got to get uncomfortable. You got to get nervous. The best of the best comedians are still getting butterflies. So when I sit in this chair, guys, I never understood why comedians sweat so much on stage. I'm like, I understand, they're putting a lot of energy and effort into it, but it's only an hour. These arenas are typically air conditioned, right? I get it. It's nerves, man. I sit in this chair with a thermostat over there. It says 78 degrees, and I sweat because it ain't easy putting yourself out there. But if you're thinking about it, if you've thought about it, fantasized about it, if it terrifies you, brothers, sisters, come on out. Jump on the live, and let's get messy together. It's quite the ride. It's fun. Terrifying, but electrifying. All right, where are we at? In order to have fans, okay. Oh, and you saw Care Bears while you were on mushrooms. Man, we saw dragons and swans and whoo! We didn't just get the green and white, so we got silver, purple, yellow, gold. I mean, there was a palette of colors and the motions, and it was all around us like 360 when we were leaving. We were the first ones there, and no one else was out there. And that's why I said it was kind of scary. Yeah, the paranoia was settling in severely for me. And I'm looking out and I said, Phil, are those the lights? And he's like, stop it, stop it. And I said, no, because he was driving. I said, I'm serious, dude. I think he's like, that's just clouds, man. It's just clouds. But it was green and it was, then I'm wondering, I'm like, okay. We get to the site and I got out of the car and I'm like, Phil, dude, we have like we're only here for a week. Like this is the one day. 4 days have already passed, and we couldn't even. We're out here. We got firewood. The guy at the hotel was like, "Get yourself some firewood. Go out to this trail out in the middle of nowhere. Build a fire. You'll have a great time." And we're like, "Dude, we're on a brothers trip. We're gonna build a fire, hang out, and have a great time. Whether there's lights or not, let's just do it." Built the fire. He's like, he gets out of the car and I say, look up, dude, it's happening. And it was very mild at first. He's like, I'm not looking up until I get the fire built. And I get my glass of whiskey. Kudos to him, man. He was very dedicated. He's building the fire and I'm just in awe. Care Bears and all, riding the waves, kid in the candy store. And the stars, of course, I mean, just connecting with them in ways that I've longed to for quite some time. And yeah, it was so good. He finally came over and I'm like, dude, and he's like, this was his bucket list thing. It wasn't mine. And he was so happy and I hadn't seen him like that in forever. And it was such a good moment. I just grabbed him and started just ramming him into the car with brother love and dry humping him in ways that no brother should dry hump another brother. And he's, he had to stop me. He had to push like the dog, like stop it. Pepe down, Pepe no. And it was just us for a few minutes. And then the cars started pouring in because people have like Aura app trackers on their phones and stuff now. All these students came in that were there for like research and this and that. So we made some really cool friends and they were so thankful that we had the fire and everything. And, Phil came up to me. He's like, hey, man, if you have to do what you have to do, and you know what I mean, it's like, just do your thing. Don't let these people deter you. And I'm like, I'm halfway there right now as you're talking, man. So thank you for the permission, but yeah, can't be stopped right now. And man, what a connection and a communion with nature and a whole nother level of, and someone told us, hey, optimal viewing is at midnight. So, and this was only like 9 o'clock at this point. Fortunately, we bought firewood for the next night in the event that the visibility might be good again. And we burned through all that. We made it to midnight and the show just took off to a whole nother level. It was astounding. And people left and we put the fire. We were first to get there, last to leave. And when we left, we were gifted with one more magnificent creation in the sky. It was this spiraling, like serpent-looking creature with every imaginable and inconceivable color in the rainbow of firmament possibility, if you will. And I said, Phil, are you seeing this? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, dude, it's snaking with us on this very, very curvy path. It's following us, dude. When we stopped, it stopped. Was it an optical illusion? Was it Canadian green? Whatever it was, he was on a different wavelength, than I was. And he wasn't drunk or anything like that. He was very, very responsible consumer and driver, for the record. And to my bro. And because he knew that I was in no shape to drive on icy roads. That wasn't happening. And it was, oh my gosh. We stopped the car, man. We got out, and it was one last gift. Like, you guys made it all the way from Florida. The Florida boys were gifted. And so many great stories from that trip. But anyway, let me get back to the comments. So excited here. My best friends are from Canada, and I love how they talk. Oh yeah, their accents are, oh my God, so cute. You're absolutely right. Anna is hitting it again. We went to Yellowknife. So if anyone wants to see the Northern Lights on a budget, you don't want to go to Sweden or those other places that would be magnificent to one day get to now that I have a passport. Woo! Yellowknife, Canada, I think is one of the most affordable. Great little town, awesome people. Yeah, cool stuff. Be happy you got the hair genes. I got the curse of my bro. It's another conversation for another day, but it's not the genes, man. Talk about that. Theories, ideas. It's what, without getting too far into it, it's what we bring in, what we eat, environmentally exposed to, etc., the pressures we put on ourselves, emotionally, etc. So is losing the hair a gene thing, or is it something that is an emotional or nutrition based thing? Again, another conversation for another day. But can you get it back is another question for another day. I have some theories there and some cool ideas, but I am no doctor, nor have I ever claimed to be, nor will I ever. I am just a guy that likes to be funny and occasionally rhyme. All right? Not saying to wait. I'm saying don't care and go, oh, yeah. Okay. Of what you were saying earlier about the switch. Love the people that hate you and love the people that love you. It's all in good fun. Yeah. That's so true too. Thank you for sharing that as well, Anna. Yeah, friends close, enemies closer. I used to think I know what that meant. Oh, because you're going to be sneaky and diabolical, and when you get them close, you're going to stab them in the back, right? But eventually, and I think part of my understanding was illuminated while learning some Tai Chi several years ago, was, oh, we don't want to bring our enemies closer so that we can hurt them before they hurt us. We want to bring them in closer so that we can see each other and look into each other and understand each other and transform an enemy into a friend. So thank you for that gentle reminder. Today I was in a live Twitch and it was said how comedians and monologists, that's a new word for me, have influenced everybody in the world. Like we all, like people that, monologist, is that like a monologue? Someone that delivers monologues maybe? Something for me to look up and learn. Thank you, Marta, for that nugget. Like we all now talk in more funny, sharp, eloquent, whatever ways. Thank the world wide influence. We all came across someone with, there's more, who talked to us in a different way. We wouldn't have listened. Very good point, Marta. Golf clap. Thank you for the share. Other than seeing creatures and flying snakes, it sounded amazingly beautiful. Well, they were, yes. Your experience, from what I've been told by those that have experienced it themselves, and much as like when we look at a cloud, I'd see 42 different things that maybe one of them you might vaguely see, and you can see 53 different things in that cloud, none of which I can see. So yeah, there's that whole element to it as well. Get a passport, dude. I got a passport, dude. How do you think we got to dance together in Costa Rica? It took me a while though, like a while. So much resistance to all the good, fantastic things in my life that I'd thirsted so deeply for, but created such a resistance to, and didn't talk such a mean game, but didn't know how to really revel in that game or stop making it a game. That was the answer ultimately. And yeah, I got the passport a little less than 2 years ago. I think so, like a year and a half ago, maybe. And as soon as I did, got invited to go see the Northern Lights. And shortly after accepting that beautiful invitation, boom, got invited to go to Costa Rica for a month. And I'm like, what's next? And the world said, you're going nowhere for a little while. Okay, all right. And that's fine, because those were invitations where I didn't have any expenses. Both were all expenses paid. Now I have to work on a way to take care of my own expenses and provide for others. Pay it back. Take my brother on a trip. Other people on trip. Go visit people I've been dying to see for a really, 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 really long time. All over the world. And so I'm taking this time, and before this whole shutdown, lockdown, whatever the fuck you want to call it, downtown thing has been happening, I'd already been pursuing what I wanted to do with my life and how I'm going to create the wealth that I need and that I want to be able to set off on those adventures and take care of others and build beautiful things and collaborate with beautiful people all over the world. So yeah, let's go back over there, the comments. Oh my God, at the end of comments? Oh God, no. Speaking of clouds, I know someone who would stop in the middle of the highway because of a cloud. Don't we all? We all know one person. Now you know two. I'm the cloud stopping guy, for sure. I'll create a 27 car pileup to pay homage to a good cloud situation. So, yeah. Back to the tea. If anyone has any libation, elixir, hydration situation, please take a sip. So important to provide that nourishment for our bodies, especially during this very interesting time that we're living in. Immunity system. No, I don't want to say nobody. Not enough people are singing that song. Maybe we should focus on taking care of ourselves and our bodies in ways we've never allowed ourselves to before. Snore. Score. The sun will come out. Yo, mama, bet your bottom. It's a fascination we both share. What's that, Tom? Be more specific. Because I'm all over the place. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. P.S. Where you're living, Tom, might be one of those places that, I escape to in the event of a apocalypse. So I'm going to need a road map how to get there, because I've never been there, unfortunately. Weather. Oh, yeah, but very different fascination. Yours is, mine's like, but equally as fascinating. There's a 5-minute delay, it seems. 5-minute delay? In what? In what I say and what? What? Are you serious? That does not seem efficient to me at all. A 5-minute, I just spit all over myself. A 5-minute delay? I can't believe I'm doing this for another hour. That's another thing, man. An hour on Facebook Live goes by fast. The key was like, you're going to do 3 hours? I'm like, 3 hours is going to seem like 30 minutes, especially when we get wonderful participation in the chat and stuff. I'm not really even talking about anything, I have no agenda here. Just wanted to jump on and talk about, what were we up to? 8 things, 8 reasons why I came on today. 9. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, John Pepe Comedy. Hit the little gray button in the top. That's the notification bell. Ding-a-ling-a-ling. So when this ding-a-ling, ring-a-ling's the thing-a-ling, you'll get a notification that says John Pepe Comedy released a new video. Otherwise, you might miss something eye-opening, heart-expanding, mind-boggling. Who knows? I was drunk on Chaga. Thank you very much. Snoopy, Snoopy, why oh why did you go? Come home, come home. I think that's the way it went. I remember the happy birthday. Holy shit, isn't it someone's birthday that I know? I think today's someone's birthday that I know. Shit. Damn. Thank you, Facebook. Is it? Tom, do I know someone whose birthday it is? Let me know in 5 minutes, because apparently there's a delay. All right, so are you seeing what I'm writing? You seeing what I'm writing? 2 to 5. Do we both know someone whose birthday it is today? Tom. Because if it is... Oh, it is. Okay. All right. I remember the Olive Garden birthday song. Although it's not very Italian. She's Italian. If I'm pointing the right way, I know where the messenger thing is on this. Whatever. So, it's obnoxious. I was a server there. But I'll never be able to forget this birthday song, and we all hated it and hated each other. When we're like, singers, please! I need singers at table 33! Come on, dude. I just need... I have to get soup, salad, and breadsticks at table 44, 89, 27. Omaha, hot route. Pepe, I just sing the damn song for a few seconds. I can't go by myself. Light the damn candle. Let's go! I mean, he just weeded constantly. Soup, salad, breadsticks, refill. The water cups were this big, and all those older folks would drink nothing but water and need lots of water because they needed water. You just tag her. That's funny. It's Tom's birthday. LOL. Happy birthday, Tom. Is it? Oh, happy birthday, Tom. Whoever's birthday it is. I know whose it is. My favorite cousin. Sorry, Tom. Just kidding. Lori, we know the truth. Anyway, I have no favorites. That's the truth. So, Lori, or to anybody out there, from the pasta we make to the lasagna we bake, wishing you a happy birthday. Happy birthday! Hope you can remember this fun event forever. Wishing you a happy birthday. Happy birthday! It's like family and friends at the Italian Garden with the Italiano way. Hey! Shit! Mind fart. It's joy. Hey, something like that. Man, I forgot the end. Are you shitting these square pants? Happy birthday, Lori! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy ding ding bong bing ballabee birthday, dearest number one favorite cousin. Sorry about your luck, Tom. Birthday, Lori. Shit, I fucked up again. Happy birthday to you. That sucked. What's really shitty about this whole thing is none of you understand that I just sang happy birthday twice to someone who is a out of this world singer. Lori, from Snoopy and I, in the middle of my heart to the core of your core, happy birthday. Cendon is what we say in Italy, which from what I understand translates to 100 years. Which at that point I'd probably be like 98. We won't ask Lori how old she is today. All right. Thank you, Maya. Thank you. can't believe I forgot the words. Dad, a true time. Wait, hey. It's still eluding me. I thought I had the whole thing nailed. Fridays, TGI Fridays. That was a whole nother annoying song. I don't know what I've been told, but Lori here is getting old. I don't know what it's been said, but Lori here is almost dead. I mean, it was pretty. I think that's the way it went. Any of you TGI Fridays folks out there, let me know if I screwed that one up as well. Sound off, happy, sound off, birthday, happy birthday for Fridays. 10 times a night. That's a thing that I think went away in restaurants. Maybe lawsuits or just too many. Oh, Yelp. And the singing was just too loud. I didn't come to the birthday. It's just, I came because, and now I'm embarrassed. Whatever. Went away. I'm happy. Charlotte servers, bartenders, managers across the land are happy. Not right now. My hearts go out to all of our service industry soldiers and providers of nourishment, libation, and goodness. Very, very tough times right there that are going on. So any way we can support these folks in our communities, in our families, etc., do all you can. Give all you got. They need us right now. All right, back over to the... Did you wear your flare when singing that? Oh, flare. Oh, man. Yes, I was Flare Bear. Actually, at one point, I actually had... My hair was so long on top. I had it shaved, much like now, on the sides and the back. And my hair was almost... It wasn't shoulder length, but it was long enough to where I'd pull it all up into like a samurai-like ponytail and fan it out. It was fucking wacky, man, but it helped me make some money. So I'm from Yugoslavia, and I was singing Happy Birthday to my daughter, Yugoslavia, and she told me she'd rather listen to Happy Birthday from the Olive Garden people than me. Oh, gosh. Well, if I ever remember the song, I'll let you know if I do, Anna. When it's her birthday, let me know, and I'll send you a recording of the Olive Garden song. Whee! Oh, God. Bravo. Lori. I'm going to heart the Lori because I love Lori so much more than Tom. Did I say that out loud? Joking! These are just jokes, man. Don't get offended, bro. How can I not love all the Peppies equally the same? You're all magnificently different and wonderful, and be able to take a moment for some Pepe love, because like this is the only family of my families that I can say that have unconditionally loved me since birth. I've been absent. I had been an alcoholic. I had been absent. I had been in the spiral of guilt, shame, and depression. I had been absent. And anytime that the Pepe, this particular side of the family, had to bring me into their warm and loving embrace, they did it unhesitatingly without any agenda, ifs, ands, or buts, and it felt like no time had ever passed. And it's a gift that I will be eternally grateful for and never be able to unearth a treasure like that ever again, nor will I want to, because it's that precious and mine. And thank you for giving it to me. I will keep it here always. I don't know how you did it or why you did it, but you did it. Maybe it's because we came from such great grandparents. But a moment of silence and thanks. My favorite cousin Lori's birthday. I love you too, Tom. Tina, you're all right. You are all right in my book. Hammer time. It's inside joke. I love you, Tina. All right, Tommy, tag Tina 5 minutes later. Stop. Hammer time. I'm feeling the love, LOL. It's true love, and it is. Oh wait, that's Tom. But yeah, it's bro. Your family is magical, a gift, and very rare. It's refreshing, unheard of. I know lots of people and lots of families, man. I'm not saying other families and other people are not capable, but you guys take it to a whole nother level of deliciousness. It's because you have a red heart. What? Hey, my birthday buddy. Another rare treasure on the feed right now. Maya. We're both born on January 14th. What? Us and LL Cool J. Because when we're alone in our room, sometimes we stare at the wall, and in the back of my mind, I hear my conscience call, telling me I need a girl who's as sweet as a dove for the first time in my life. I see I need love. Anna, there I was giggling about the games that I had played with many hearts, and Maya, I ain't saying no names, but then the thought occurred, teardrops made my eyes burn, because I said to myself, look what you've done to her. Take this itty bitty world by storm, and I'm just getting warm. What a great verse. Just like Muhammad Ali, they called him Cassius. Watch me blast this. All right. Where are we at here? Yo, hey. Maya, we got to catch up soon. Let me know what's going on. And it's gonna be hammer time. Oh gosh. Tom, are you trying to become my favorite cousin? You are storming up to the tops. Anna's still in first place, though, too, by the way. Just throwing that out there. I was an alcoholic for a while, and one day 5 years ago, I woke up and didn't want to drink and haven't had a day. More hearts for Anna. Let's see here. How do I heart it? There it is. Heart. Yeah. LL's got no, LL, thank you for listening, Anna. LL does not have anything on me. LL is very talented and ripped, beyond where I could probably get in the next 5 to 10 years. But he's put a lot of work in there. But LL doesn't have that gear, man. Like, he can act. He's done some acting. But I've never seen LL be funny. So, take that. And when I'm ready, LL, we'll have a little freestyle, a Capricorn cipher of sorts. We'll have a throwdown, non-Bobby Flay style. And we'll just go. No scripts, no practicing, no pulling from your library of whatever. You're going to have to talk about the clothes I'm wearing. You're going to have to know some things about me and I about you. But we got to be true to the battle, man. No prepping. Tom, tag LL Cool J right now. I'm throwing down the mic, the gauntlet. Coming at you, birthday friend. I love you, though, man. I do. Come on. Capricorn for life. But yeah, freestyling for me is so much fun. That's another key that I'm waiting to turn. Akiho tries to gently persuade me all the time to dive into that world and offer that to everyone, because I do it for all the time. I think everything's fear-based, man. I mean, let's shoot the arrow straight here and hit the bullseye. Come on. And the key is just understanding, embracing the fear, not running from it, and releasing the resistance of the key. Because he's already in the portal, man. The key is in the lock. It's just me getting more and more acquainted with it, and eventually it'll loosen and turn. Fear is never going to go away, but I'll have a better relationship with it, and those rhymes will flow for the masses. And I don't have to be on the grasses to make that happen. I felt like I did for a while, because when I smoke, love bullets, man. Blah, 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 blah. Try to stop me, you can't. Back when I was smoking a lot, I was tagging really, really good battle rappers and posts and stuff like that, calling them out, saying, when you're ready, I'm ready. Bring it. I'm sure they never saw the posts, but I was that confident because the weed just made me feel like I could just tear shit up. And I'm searching for that gear without the weed. But for me, weed is just that weed, just resistance releaser. But for the past 4 years, I've been trying. Um, I wouldn't say trying. I've been doing life without it for the most part. Maybe twice a year I'll smoke, and not like a rare occasion, like going to the land of Canada. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, cool shit. We'll give that a heart. No, we'll give that a letter. Let's mix it up a little bit. No Googling it? What are we not Googling? Oh, shit. Yeah, no Googling it. Okay, Maya, I'm lost. What are we not Googling? I forgot. LOL. Yep, 100%. Man, nailed it. Ba, 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 da, ba, da, ba, ba. Ba, 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 da, ba, da, ba, ba. There's another reason. Reason number CBD is great for anxiety and sleep. You're totally right. I know the feeling. Yeah, man. I've learned a lot about CBD as an independent rep of a non MLM company. Not that those are bad, but sometimes people stop listening. Independent rep for a really, really beautiful brand and um, with a great vision and built by great people that just want to get that medicine out there. Uh, yeah, I've been with them for a few months now, and it's an all organic brand. The USDA is not just says organic; it's USDA certified organic, which is a hard label to get, and it takes a while. More and more companies are coming online with that approval and that seal of authenticity. However, we are one of just a few that are currently out there operating with that distinction. And it makes a world of difference because hemp is a powerful plant, man. It is a bioregulator, which means mediator that, I mean, more than most plants, pulls all the heavy metals, pesticides, toxins out from the ground. A lot of farmers and farms utilize hemp as a perimeter crop, as a bumper crop, not bumper crop, but to and they're using it for that purpose for the rest of their harvestable vegetables, medicines, etc. So it's super essential that when doing your homework about CBD, um, can you get away with eating conventional broccoli? Sure. Is it better to eat organic? Absolutely. But when it comes to hemp, it's super, super important, CBD, to make sure it's organic. Um, Products that have the COA on it, which is the certificate of analysis, QR code, you want all that. The lot number, expiration, you want all those, check all those boxes. So, not here to promote my company today, nor attach their name to anything I do. But I love them and have learned so much. And CBD is, yeah, good to golden, man. Yep. Um, and I use it from time to time, and it's quite wonderful. So, how long have we been doing this, man? What's the counter looking like? An hour and three? Yeah, that's good. Huh. I think we've tackled everything. What was that? There was a ninth thing. Oh, and a 10th thing, I think. So, we got the Patreon. Go to the Patreon. Check it out. It's only $1 a month, man. $1. That's it. No more, no less. More if you want, but no need. Um, and if you're not in a position to do it right now, that's cool. Or if you're not interested in doing it right now, that's cool. But it's still a cool platform, and it didn't just start. They have some legs under them for a few years now, and investments and a sound foundation. And it's just really, really cool that artists have a place to go and can put their content out there and ask people like, hey, for when the bands stop playing like they're playing now, they have a Patreon page, they still have a stream of income. If someone in the band gets hurt or the band, whatever break, kind of breaks up a little bit or whatever, but the core of the band's still there, and they're looking for other members before they go out and perform again, make money. They can still put content out on their Patreon page and get paid. This is for an example. And say a painter injures their painting hand. Maybe that for a month they're unable to do commission work or whatever. They still have their Patreon page, and they can. And the people that are actual patrons get exclusive material that isn't available on YouTube, that isn't available on other platforms. That just get now. Some of the material, especially on mine, is available on YouTube. But that's because I want the Patreon audience, like if they don't like YouTube or want to mess with YouTube, they have one place where they can see all of my content. Now, there's two ways. You have to provide a link for a video. So I do download all of my stuff to YouTube, but it's unlisted stuff. There's only 13 videos available on YouTube to publicly be viewed, but right now, you either have to use Vimeo or like YouTube or some other link, whatever, site or whatever to download. You can't just download the MP4 file. So I just put it unlisted. You only see 13 videos on my YouTube, but there's 22 available on my Patreon. And, it's the way it works. So, yeah, it's super cool. Bloopers are on there. Practice rounds. I'll be writing some stuff, maybe sharing some poetry. I don't know. Recipes. I'll do funny slapstick shit. I don't know, TikTok stuff. I don't know. Non-TikTok stuff. Patreon specific stuff. I don't think there's a live stream thing available yet on Patreon, but I can make a Patreon exclusive just video, and I will. I shall. All right, Maya. Thank you for coming out. Yes, let's talk. I want to know what you got going on and how things are affecting you and your business moving forward and all that stuff. I wish you well, and thank you for hopping on today. Yay! Birthday buddy. Yeah, so, all right. The event is Sunday, not Saturday. Sunday, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Facebook Live. I'm open to ideas, man. We could play games. We can just hang out and do what we did today, and an hour goes by fast. Whoever wants to jump on, jump off. But it might be exhausting on this side of the screen. But it's like I thought of like a telethon. Like, all right, we're up to 13 donors now. We started the day at 12. We're only an hour and a half into this, so we still have an hour and a half more. The goal is to get to 10,000. Don't know if we'll make it today. But, oh, look at this. Number 13 and 14 has just trickled in. All right. We are slowly, and maybe have a little marker board. Down here will be like 10, 12, 14. Up here will be like 10,000, and we'll just keep filling the bubble in. I don't know. Stupid. Yeah, sure. But, yeah, so, I just saw something I didn't even know I had in the corner of the room that would be great for TikTok. It's a puppet. I forgot all about it. I just said the other day, man, I wish I had a puppet. There's a puppet. It's not even mine, but it's there. I'm sure she'll let me use it. Yes. No more dancing. Tone those arms up a little bit. We got a little jiggly there. It's another part of the journey of funny. Because it's not just all about being funny and doing comedy and building an audience of 10,000 and YouTube subscribers and going viral. Figure that out too. But it's also about getting healthy again in a whole new way and an even stronger way than I was able to before. So next time I do that dance, maybe this won't be jiggling as much. It'll be more trim and musculated. Is that a word? And I look forward to that, sharing that. And I've said this on many of my broadcasts, to stop sitting down and standing up and dancing around, not being goofy, but being able to project more and get into the story more and gesture more and just feel more and be more and comfortable in my skin and confident in my stance, and excited about that because months ago I didn't feel like how I was going to get there. And trying all these things. I'm vegan and I'm Italian, which means shit. It's hard. But there are other ways to do pasta and bread, and there are smarter ways, and there are yeah, whole nother conversation, another event. All right. I feel like we're winding down here. 1 hour and 10. That's enough, right? Yeah. Thank you so much to those of you that participated, whether you watched 30 seconds, 3 seconds, the whole hour. All the love on the comment side. That was fun. Thank you, everyone that participated. We'll jump off for now, and we'll hang out again on Sunday. I welcome all of you back again. Be different stuff. Talk about different strategies, and maybe I'll spitball some comedy ideas. You know what you think, and let's. I knew you were gonna say keto. I knew you were gonna get your keto moment in there. I felt it. I was gonna beat you to the punch, but to have your moment. I'm not doing keto. Blessings to you and your success with it, but I'm not doing it. I'm doing what I'm doing. I'm going to be very, very mindful, non-emotional eating vegan and make it make sense to me and those that want to learn more once I get a hold of stopping myself from eating bread and pasta. Otherwise, it'd be good, man. But yeah, it was a whole emotional journey and doing some trauma resolution and understanding why I consume the way I consume and how and what, and getting to a place now of much elevated self-awareness and focus on where to direct this ship. So I'm already doing it. I'm already feeling better. And I walk every day. I love walking more than most things on earth. And I treasure every step. Yeah, I'll talk about that more on Sunday. All right. Haven't been on it for months. Pizza and pasta won. Oh, shit. There you go. Explain how keto won. But don't do it now. Come back Sunday. Tell me then. And love you all. Thank you for your everything. And end it on that beautiful note. We've only just begun to live. If you end this live video now, you will be able to choose if you want to save or delete it. I'm going to end it now.